Happy Mother Day to all the mothers in our St. Louis True Tribe, and hello to the rest of our True Tribe. Most of you are probably aware that St. Louis City and County have announced the beginning of reopening of businesses on May 18th. You may or may not know that gyms are explicitly prohibited at this time from being included in that first round of openings. I think in transparency, it would be fair to share with you all that had we been allowed to open on May 18th, we would most likely delay that at least 2 weeks for the safety of you all, for the safety of our staff, and to really just see what happens, because there are so many questions and unknowns that are out there. But with that in mind, we are getting closer to an actual ability to reopen. The news continues to be positive as far as hospitalizations go, and our healthcare system in St. Louis has been stable, which is great news. And as we get closer to opening, we want to get input from you all, because we see the studio as much yours as it is ours. And if we are going to put in place all the different efforts to make the studio safer, make the proper spacing and all, it's important that we hear from you about what you're willing, comfortable, and able to do. We have some different ideas on how to help more people use the studio and use classes. And so we put together a really brief survey, and we would ask you to complete it. It would take just a minute or so. So please complete that survey. It's going to help give us direction as we move forward to understand how these size restrictions and capacity restrictions may impact our business, and anything that we may or may not need to do in order to survive under a time period where we can't really operate our business in the normal way that we used to with large crowded classes for safety and for your comfort. So complete the survey. Also wanted to share with you some of the efforts that we've put in place, and a significant gesture of generosity from one of our members. We have purchased some fogger machines that will take disinfectant, make the droplets even smaller than a spray or a wipe, and it will allow us to really disinfect our equipment, use the fogger, it surrounds it, it's smaller droplets, so it gets into more places, and those we have brought in to help make our studio safer. We also had a member who chose to remain anonymous, who donated a $40,000 UV light disinfectant system that came out of a hospital. It is unbelievable to us that somebody was willing and cared so much about our True Tribe to share this with us. And as hard as our team works and as manual as things that we do, there's nothing that could disinfect a room as thoroughly as something like this piece of equipment, and we are amazingly grateful. The only reason it was donated is because they care so much about our studio and our members, and we are eternally grateful for that. And last thing, hopefully you saw that we are holding a Zoom call this evening, this Wednesday, that the instructor is going to be brought in from Vegas via Zoom along with Amy. And the instructor is Martin Hinton, who's the founder of Trufusion. We're going to consider it our hump day Shakti Pilates class this Wednesday evening. But it's a special cause. We wanted to do it to bring the group together, to get as many people on Zoom as possible, but also to raise some money for an organization called No Kid Hungry. They are going around the country to find the places where children are most affected by school closures and camp closures, where these children are missing out on meals, and they are working to provide meals to children that need them. So we would love to fill this class. Invite your friends. Drop-ins are $20, with $5 going to the charity, and we ask a minimum donation from members of $5. You can register on the app. We will send out an email with a fundraising link for you all to make your donations. And if you have any questions about that, please reach out to us, or have any questions about anything else. Again, happy Mother's Day. Please complete the survey. It will help us very much, and we very much look forward to having you all back in our studio or our home, and we wish you nothing but safety, healthy, and all the best. Thanks.